How y'all doing tonight? Whoever is taking the time out to listen tonight or in the morning or whenever you is listening, thank you. I appreciate it. I found out I can put it on Apple now, so if you got a chance to go to Apple Podcasts, you can type in my first and last name or overnight at work. It's going to pop up, and you can subscribe there and follow me through Apple Podcasts. I don't know what's up with this Spreaker app why I don't let people make profiles to follow me on here, so I can't really go live like I really want to sometimes. So if you can, please follow me on Apple. I appreciate it, and I'll figure out the rest from there. So tonight, I don't really got shit to talk about. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I did want to feel like talk about something because as I hit record, it popped into my head about my kids. The difference between raising my son and my two daughters, right? My son, earlier years, I was super strict on that boy. It was nothing he could get away with. Like, there's literally nothing that boy could get away with. Anytime that boy got in trouble, phone call homes, sent home, granny calling, mama calling, boy, ass whooping. I did not play with that boy growing up. I was a lot more stricter on him than I was with my daughters at his same age group. Because he was always bigger. Like, boy, you too big to show any sign of aggression in class. You too big to just be walking around on the street with a bunch of kids doing anything. You stand out like a sore thumb. You're the biggest kid in your class. You're almost the biggest kid in your age group at any given time you're in school, except for probably one or two other kids that's either older than you or like, no, bro. I had to always tell him that you gotta use your mind. Deal with all problems, bro. You can't just be out here fighting people. You can't be out here just getting mad, bro, because you hella big. But that boy been over 6 foot since he was 15 years old. Like, bro, you don't got the luxury of other kids to get the benefit of the doubt when you get upset. I've been telling him that his whole life. You don't get that benefit of the doubt. For one, you're a black man. Don't throw that Mexican side of you out the window. That's double jeopardy for you. If they don't fuck with Mexicans, then they don't fuck with black people. You're just double fucked. So I always told him, like, bro, you gotta have some P's and Q's about how you move around. You gotta be cordial with people. Like, if you do get mad, separate yourself. Take your anger out somewhere out in private. So that way, can't nobody say you a menace or you bullying or you intimidating people and all that. I don't want them to ever think my son was some type of big gangbanger up at school bullying motherfuckers. No, that's not even his personality. He have got a personality of I'm about to be bullying motherfuckers. That nigga, for the most part, he gonna stick to himself. His sister down there got him in most of his problems, and then later on in his friends in teenage years. But you know how that shit go. You always find a group of people that you shouldn't be hanging out with, or your parents is not gonna approve of you hanging out with, but them your boys or them your girls. So you go hang out with them regardless of your parents say you something. You go try to sneak and do it and all that. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna step above my mama and them. I'm gonna beat your ass if I catch you hanging out with people I don't want you hanging out with. I don't give a fuck. Fisticuffs, middle of the street. Then I only say that to say this: with my daughters at his same age growing up, I'm super lenient with them. Super lenient. I don't think I ever popped my daughters. I just talk to her. That's it. Maybe yell, do a little threatening, and then immediately feel like shit afterwards. And immediately go and be like, oh, come here, let daddy love you, and give you hugs and kisses and all that. But I know for a fact, it's a lot of shit that my daughters do that I just don't approve of. And I know for a fact when they become teenagers, that it's go flip. Like, I'm lax with my son now that he's 17 years old. He's about to be a man. His morals was right. He ain't fall too much into bullshit. He got a good head on his shoulder, so I'm content with taking the gas off. You know what I'm saying? Easing off the gas a little bit and letting him coast through life on his own now, make his own mistakes and corrections. I'm just here to guide him at this point now because he got to be an adult. But my daughters? That's out. I don't know if I'm going to be... I'm not that daddy. And my daughters know it already that I'm not going to ever be that daddy, that they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. They already tell me now I'm embarrassing. Ain't no shaking your butt. Ain't no wearing no little bitty shorts or tank tops out of my house. Not here. Ain't no little boys. Ain't no dating. You might as well get that out your head. That's out. You might as well wait till you 19, 20, going off to college before you even tell me you like anybody. Because I hear you like somebody at your school, then they're going to transfer you. No bullshit. I ain't playing them games. And I'm not trying to make them sneaky either. Because granted, my daughters love the shit out of me. They gonna come tell me any and everything whenever it comes across. But they know for a fact Daddy ain't playing none of that hoochie shit. Aubrey get me all the time. She be sending me TikTok videos of trying to show me little outfits 9-year-old girls could wear. And every fucking video that she send me is a little skirts and halter tops and shit. Girl, you ain't wearing none of that shit, right? But I don't care if they say it's for 9-year-olds. That's hoochie 9-year-olds. My 9-year-old wearing pants still to school, okay? And a shirt. You understand me? A regular shirt that go all the way to the top of your pants, okay? Not your belly button. I don't. May is the one I'm gonna have to watch. She's gonna be the one sneaking clothes out the house. She's gonna be the one that never come home and what she left out the house in. You'll be looking at her like, little bitch, did you just... I could have swore that ain't what the fuck you wore on my house. Her friends gonna be having change of outfits for her and shit. Maymay's gonna be one of those. We gonna have to pop up at Maymay's school in the middle of the day just to make sure she had on what the fuck she left out the house in. Cause her ass gonna be a good switcheroo real quick. Cause she like to dance and shit. So the clothes, I'm gonna want her to go to school and she gonna be like, Daddy, you're limiting me. I can't dance. I can't do the moves I want to do with you dressing me like this. I could just hear it now. Trust me, I know my daughters. I can hear it now. Definitely with May. She ain't feeling it. We trying to control how she dress. Programs and shit I put them in, May ain't go, man. She ain't having it, bro. And I know she ain't having it. But oh well, I don't give a shit. I ain't having it either. I'll be damned if y'all become statistics, because y'all want to be out here call yourself having a good time. Not my daughters. If I see your daughters doing some hoochie shit, they will not be hanging around my daughters. That is out. All shaking that ass, oh, that's out. Hell no. My daughters will be grounded. You know, house only. No outside. Nobody. I would turn my daughters into shelter kids so fast. Even though I know shelter kids are the worst. I want to give them some freedom, but like I told my daughters, y'all go to the movies, I'm going to the movies. You going out to eat, I'm going out to eat. Now, I ain't going to sit at the table with you. And I ain't going to sit on the same row as you in the movie theater. But I'm for sure good at the movies, I'm above you. For surely. At least three or four rows above you so I can see down to make sure cuz ain't doing nothing hanky-panky shit down there with his hands getting all touchy-feely and shit. I need to make sure I can monitor that. In the restaurant, I'm going to sit a couple of tables away and I'll probably pay for the meal just so y'all can relax and feel comfortable or whatever the case is. Just see if the boy do decide he going to pay or not. If not, I'll just pay and be like, I was here just to make sure everything was smooth and make sure his parents pick him up from the restaurant and I'm taking my baby and be gone. That's it. Ain't no going nowhere together in the same car. His parents going to meet you there, meet us there so I can meet the parents. Hi and bye and gone. I ain't even do none of that shit with my son. None of that. I trust my son's judgment. But I guess because he's a boy, I don't know the logic behind it. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it and make it seem like this is that and who. Nah, I just trust my son logic. I trust his intuition to pick the right girl and decide to go to her house and talk to her parents on his own, because that's the mindset he has. He never wanted to be a player. He always wanted one singular girl. And in his whole life, he moved that way. I remember he was dating this one girl, and before he dated her, he went and asked her dad. Now, this nigga was only in the 5th grade at the time. One of those age groups. He wasn't in high school yet, though, when he did the shit. So I was like, at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay out that boy relationship life. There's nothing I can teach him no more. He got it all. Because I ain't shit. I'm the first to tell you. I ain't shit. So I can't give him no advice on how to do anything right. It's a few things I can tell him. I told him and talked to him about doing right. But when it comes to, like, relationship, shit, I'm still figuring it out my damn self. I can't give you a blueprint. I can tell you to go for what you like. That's it. And if you really like the girl, do it right. Treat her right. Do right by her. Make everything special. Your first time, don't do nothing half-assed and just go to the bitch house to fuck her and all that. No, take her out to eat. Take her to the movies. Wine and dine her a little bit. Don't just go and have sex with her for her very first time. Make that shit memorable. If she a virgin and you was the first person, make it memorable, son. Don't go in there and just be like the rest of these niggas out here and try to get in and get out so she could label you as an ain't shit ass nigga. Nah. Let the world know that you tried from jump. That's it. And if the bitch turned out to be crazy, hey, that's on her. My daughters, though, they might not. They don't even look for me for advice. Don't date. Straight up. Them little boys don't like you. They lying, baby. Only daddy love you. Okay? I'm the only man you need in your life. Okay? You don't need nobody else. None of them. Nah, sound weird. I don't give a fuck. My daughters, I don't want no little rough-headed little boy, snotty-nosed ass little boy, with his little grubby, dirty booger fingers touching. But good boy, bruh. And Aubrey, Aubrey, maybe I'm gonna have a problem with her, just how she dressed and talk and her attitude and always want to be in the mix. That's gonna be the party child. She's always gonna be ready for a good dance. She's always gonna be ready for the next event. She's going to be the highlight at all social gatherings, bro. She's gonna be a star. Everywhere you see her, she's going to shine. Aubrey, too, but Aubrey's going to be my daughter where I'm going to have to watch her with little boys. I already see it, bro. And her mama think the shit is cute. That shit ain't fucking cute, bitch. And I don't like that shit. And I constantly tell Aubrey all the time, bro. But I be reading the little messages that, like, her mama let her message her little friends from daycare. So I'll be reading the little messages in her tablet, and like she be bossing these little boys around, telling them that they gonna do this and that. I'm like, oh man, she is gonna be a headache for whatever little boy call himself. Like her, she's gonna be a monster, and I'm gonna continue making sure she's a monster. I'm gonna keep spoiling the fuck out of my daughter, spoil them right, and spoil my son too. He just a brat in his own right. Like, you know, I spoil my daughters because they little girls or whatever, and my son, swear to God, he ain't no brat, but nigga, you's a brat. Just like your sisters. You ask for just as much as them little motherfuckers ask for. You just do it on a little quieter, simple, because you older, so you know when to and when not to. Ask. My daughters, they just act like I'm rich. They're like, I got a never-ending flow of money. Every day is something new that they want, or coming to show me that I need this, daddy. Come on, daddy. This, daddy. We going here, daddy. Dude, can we go here tomorrow, daddy? Ooh, daddy, I want to try this. Aubrey ass just want to try Dave hot chicken. I got her ass to hot. You should have seen her ass mouth burning up like a motherfucker trying to eat that shit. But nah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for tonight. I didn't really have too much to talk about, so I just wanted y'all to listen to me ramble about my kids. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.